What's up, Taurus? Welcome to Black Madonna HP's Table Etiquettes. Hope you guys enjoyed your weekend, Taurus. It's back to work, beloved. Either way, we are getting ready to build up this foundation and see what's going on underneath the surface and on the surface of this relationship. But sometimes I like to dive a little deeper than just on the surface of how they feeling and all that type of stuff. There's so many different dynamics to a relationship, and when we just focus on their current feelings change. Feelings are fickle. A person can love you one day, hate you the next. If you're Christian, they Hosanna, Hosanna. Jesus came in, Hosanna, Hosanna. Next time they crucify him, So feelings are fickly, but if you could get down to the root of the issue and see what's really going on, yeah. So that's what we're going to try to do. Dig down deep and see what's going on in this relationship. Beloved, what's going on with Taurus? What does Taurus need to know at this time? What does Taurus need to know? So, discover your life purpose. So this was a person, Taurus, that came in your life for a couple of reasons. They came in your life to motivate you to your gifts, your talents. You could be an artist. Like this person could have, in the beginning, they could have been very inspirational, motivational, wanting what was best for you and really being your cheerleader and all that type of stuff. The other thing that I'm getting with this card is, lessons. Lessons can end up being blessings, depending upon how you kind of deal with the lesson. For some people, this is what separates the bitter older individuals from those who are light and fun-hearted, because life takes a jab at us all, right? But when you are able to turn your lesson into a blessing, then you're not sitting around being bitter and angry about the past and kind of what happened, The other thing I'm getting with this card too, Taurus, is you guys definitely had some obstacles in this relationship. There was definitely a lot going on. It could have been a lot of people still grasping on this person from your past, or from their past rather. There was some energies that shouldn't be here. There's two women that's appearing as ghosts. When I think of ghosts, I think about past people. So there's one here, and then there's one over here. I'm not sure if you guys can see her, but it's one right on the edge of the card that's popping up. Like he's singing that music. So whoever was coming up or getting noticed or getting more attention or working out or getting finer or looking better, that was attracting back their exes and stuff. So a couple of dynamics going on there. Okay, but let's see here. What's next? Wild. You know what? With this wild card, Taurus, there's, oh my goodness. First off, it helped you move on from something from your past. There was something in your past that was trying to hold you back. You weren't able to be free to really be who you were and all that stuff. I feel like this person brought out a different side of you. They brought something out of you that either was that you weren't utilizing. And that's not the word I'm looking for, but I'm going to use it since that's the first one kind of came up. But there was like gifts or talents or things that you weren't utilizing, and this person was able to bring those things out of you, whether through a good or bad way. And also I see that your intuition opened up in this relationship. You feel more grounded emotionally in this relationship. But there was also an energy of some type of horrificness or something that happened while you guys were dating that put kind of dimmed the light of the relationship. Something happened. Like while all this was going on, you were feeling free and you were feeling like connected to this person, like some type of deep fog or something set over this relationship. Yeah, help from above. You could be a Taurus Aries cusp, because Aries got the same card. So this was a spiritual connection or someone, and it's you, Taurus. And I don't know how many times I'm going to say this. Taurus, you are the Hierophant in the deck. You are the purposeful one, the spiritual one, the one who knows the facts, the truth, the like knowledge and wisdom of spiritual things. You are so deeply connected, especially with this big old moon here. But something happened here. Like I said, something happened out of nowhere because those calm waters became very rough, right? So something happened midway through this relationship. Soulmate. So somehow your person, or you, Taurus, whoever it is, became like a ghost in your life. So you guys separated or something. It came once again from those mountains. Look at that intuition now that you guys are separated. It's kind of foggy. You're not seeing as brightly, as clearly as you was when you was with this person. But this person still has a hold on you in a lot of ways, Taurus. But that fog is still there. Still not being able to see this relationship clearly. Wow. What did I say about you being the Hierophant? Only you will get this card at the foundation. Have faith. Help from above and have faith. That's big old cross right there. Have faith in whatever it is that you believe in. You are the Hierophant, okay? Your cloudy days and the sun is going to come out for you, Taurus. You're like, have faith. So maybe that's one thing you never lost was your faith in God, your faith in the divine, your faith in spirit or the universe or whomever you pray to, Taurus. Let's see. What's creeping up for this foundation for Taurus, please? What's creeping up for this foundation for Taurus? What's creeping up from this foundation for Taurus? And these cards, you guys, it's not a whole lot to see, so I'm just going to lay them down. That was one of the flaws when these cards are so powerful. But they're not anything really. I mean, I guess every artist have their thing, but to me, just a lot of lines and circles and stuff. But the cloak. So the cloak. Dream a little. Wow. Eruption of light. And the swan. You know, this once again is what I was saying. And this is, beloved, reaffirming it. This relationship opened you up, Taurus, with this dream, a little eruption of light, the swan, and the cloak. It's like you were not being who you were meant to be. This was a purpose relationship. This was a relationship that was sent down your path to open you up to all the different gifts, talents, and things that you had in you. And I feel like, you know, as human beings, only through our pain are we able to fully open up to our true selves and who we truly are. Unfortunately, it works like that. Like when you're happy, who's doing work? But when you in pain and hurting and you're calling out to God, and God is like, yes, they're finally talking to me. Now I can do the thing that I want to do to them. They're not busy. They're sitting down. They're alone. They're thinking. They're open. Their heart is bleeding for healing and help. And now's the time I can go in like a surgeon and do the heart work on the heart. So it just seems like this is what this relationship was about for you, Taurus. This relationship was a lot about you coming out, you coming into the being of who you were created to be, especially with the swan. I don't know why with the swan energy, I get like, I don't even remember the story, but it was like a story when we was kids. Like, to turn into a swan was to turn into something beautiful, something more precious than diamonds, you know? But yeah, and to be a person of the cloak, that's that spiritualness that you have, Taurus. I really hope that a lot of Tauruses are aligned with who they actually are as far as being these highly spiritually connected individuals in the spiritual realm. And well, let's see. crown, personal power. So it's like, beloved, is just reiterating. Feather, messages. And tree, ancestry. You received a gift, Taurus. And this gift, like, it was buried, like with one of your deceased loved ones. But beloved is faithful for generations and generations. It seemed like this was their dream, and this is now you, and how big your dream is. And it's like growing leaves and more branches, and it's blooming and it's blossoming into this dream and vision that your ancestor had many, many years ago. When I say ancestors, I mean passed on loved ones. A lot of people talk about ancestors, and they really, really need to get the wisdom behind what an ancestor is. When people talk about ancestors, yes, you could be talking about your blood lineage, but for most tarot readers, when they talk about ancestors, they're thinking of it in that term, but they're not utilizing it in their way. Ancestors come from African religions, voodooism, all that type of stuff. Now these ancestors, they require, offerings. It's a whole different mechanism that goes along with ancestors. So when I'm speaking in reference to ancestors, I'm speaking on to your past loved ones from generations to generation. Because right now we are the generations that's receiving the generational wealth. We're the generation that's able to see all the gifts and blessings. And the generation behind us, I don't think they will ever understand what true poverty really was, or what it meant to really, really be poor. Because in the United States, in most areas, except for some urbanized areas I've been in most areas, the way people are raising their children now, they have every gadget, every shoe, they don't understand poverty. Poverty was like, okay, this shoe got a hole in it, but we're gonna patch it up and you're gonna wear your sister's shoe that she wore 3 years ago when she was your age, or something like that. But I feel like, Taurus, you are the one chosen from your family lineage to carry on, whoever this ancestor is, to carry on their legacy. You're getting the crown, baby. Yeah, this is what this whole relationship was about. Let's see what's on the surface of this relationship. This person came to open you to your gifts. If you bitter at this person, these are as above. Let's get the so below. But if you are angry or bitter at this person, please stop being, because this person came really to open you up to new and better. Okay? But let's see. What's on the surface of this relationship, please? What's on the surface for Taurus and the person they're dealing with? What's on the surface? Thank you, beloved. So the Knight of Wands and the Seven of Swords. With this Knight of Wands energy, Taurus, this is you just starting, just getting that passion going, just figuring out, okay, this is how this works. One thing, and this is totally off a subject, but one thing for me with these cards is, for me, the images of the fairies and different stuff is very distracting. But this is the way the artist made it, but very, very distracting from the energy, because I'm definitely not that sci-fi whatever type of person. Don't really get into or believe in fairies. But side note on that. Yeah. When you look back here, Taurus, this figurine, this was somebody's dream. One of your passed on loved ones' dream that's coming into fruition. Yeah, somebody you love. Somebody that really, really loves you and is passing on this gift to you, Taurus. Because they say that nothing is new under the sun. And it's like you are getting this this is a gift for you at this time. You see, she's in the kitchen alone, kind of trying to figure out her craft, kind of figure out how to get it going. And I feel like she's looking at these, what are they, geckos or whatever, geckos. I feel like she's looking at them like I am, as a distraction. But yeah, whatever you're starting, Taurus, it was definitely meant for you to start at this time in life. Yeah, you could be doing research, or have been doing research and stuff into your art. You could have been writing or looking for some paper, some information. There's somebody is hiding something from you. These fairies are taking away pieces of paper while she's either looking for the information or something. So there could be some people around you that's kind of that distraction type energy that's distracting you from your craft, Taurus. So be aware of that, okay? And I'm gonna read the As Above card for the card, because the As Above is so cold. Oh my goodness. What's the spiritual aspect? What's crowning this reading? What's the spiritual aspect of all that Taurus is experiencing at this time, please? Wow. The God. Ooh, it's the Emperor in this deck, but they call it the God. Let's see what's up. Okay, so we got the Magician, the Fool. Why is it going to the Wheel? 1 second, Taurus. Let me find it. This book is large in nature, okay? A lot of information. So let me try to find it. Hold on 1 second. Because I know it's like the Fool, the Magician, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant. But you got the God. 1 second, Taurus. It's not at all going in order. You know, this is that distraction energy, because any other time is right there. Any other time is like right there. So bear with me, Taurus, because the major arcana doesn't begin with the World. There he is. Why is he hiding? So it gives, let me see here. Okay, so we're going to start with the God. So I'm going to read some of it because it got the Empress, the Goddess, and the God. So I'm going to try not to read the whole entire thing. I'm just going to kind of try to read about the God. But it says, the God and the Goddess was the first division of the divine that we encountered. Even these concepts, the entirety of all that is female and all that is male, are so vast, containing so many possibilities that we need further compartmentalization. And so the God and the Goddess become to us like diamonds with hundreds of facets. Each facet shows a different archetype face. For the God can be a father, a sun god, a wise old one. The Goddess can be a mother, a huntress, a destroyer. These archetype images go a long way in helping us understand the complexity of the great God and the great Goddess. So the God, with his longer cycle, is generally symbolized by one aspect at a time, even though he's associated with each of the 4 seasons. One of the most common images of the God is the horned God. The aspect is the God in what we would consider his prime, strong and determined. These 2 cards represent the God and Goddess, but as we'll see, they both show their aspects in more specific ways in the form of unique deities, making it easier for us to relate to and understand them. Now, you can take it as you want, Taurus, but when you consider the Almighty, right, God, or the universe, spirit, as creators, as manifestors, as magicians. We have a certain aspect of God-like tendencies, and this God energy being in the spiritual realm. And then it's saying Taurus, the aspect is the God and what we would consider his prime, strong and determined. This is your prime in the spiritual realm, Taurus. This is the time where all the things that you've learned, you've been through, you will be able to utilize in this physical realm in order to bring forth the fruits that your ancestors planted years and years ago, Taurus. Like I said, you are a chosen one. You are your ancestors' wildest dreams, Taurus. And I'm just going to leave it right there. Either way, Taurus, thank you so much for watching Black Madonna HP's Table Etiquettes. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, love, peace, and soul. Take care.